What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Something Cafe. Thank you for joining me. As you just saw, I was just joined by Lars there. Lars, baby boy, little fart face. Larsy Warzy, perhaps. Larsikins McGee, perhaps. Lars the Mars Bar, perhaps. Many names. His favorite name to be called is the name that he hears when I shake the food bag. I'd be lying to say that I do not share that with him. Because I know I come running when I hear someone shaking a bag of food. Okay? I know I come running when I hear someone shake a bag of food. This is episode 4. Last episode was the first guest episode. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know I did. I thought it was a lot of fun. We talked a lot about Kava and Kratom and the Barbie movie and Pokemon, and we talked about my guest being very, very homosexual. Exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. You are now seeing an implemented critique, might I say. A viewer said, start drinking from a cup with a straw. And that viewer was my own father. So that was a gross sound. And it's unavoidable. You know what I mean? Whew. Got that hitter right there. That right there is a little bit of Mitra 9 and a Monster Energy drink. Drink responsibly. So yeah, this is episode 4. I am Celestino Dooley, and I've really been enjoying doing this. This has been so much fun. I have an audience of about 30 people. I really don't care, I mean it's just so much fun to do. I'm really enjoying it, and and I get excited to record. I love talking about topics. I love editing it. If you don't know, Something Cafe does have a TikTok and an Instagram where I post highlights from each episode. So if you'd be interested in that, just go on to either of those platforms. Go look up Something Cafe, and X marks the spot, brother. I was pretty surprised about something this week. So, I'm a bigger guy. Shocker. Okay. I don't want to be the one that, got the cat out of the bag, but I'm a bigger guy. Okay. And, I've struggled with weight all my life, and in the last year, I've been my heaviest. Why, you may ask? Because it's been probably the most stressful year. I graduated college 11 months ago, and you can just imagine kind of how stressful that whole transition can be. And I gained a good amount of weight. And actually, a couple months ago, I joined a gym. Lars just knocked down something that was probably expensive. And actually, he knocked down the Q-tips. So that's awesome. Thanks, Lars. That's really good. Thanks, buddy. Back to what I was saying. Weight. Exciting. I joined the gym a couple months ago. I go to Crunch, and I was going every day after work for a couple months. And then once the honeymoon period wore off, I didn't quit, but I started dividing the days up because I was kind of like, man, I've been kind of bummed recently. I come home, I go to work, I go to the gym, and then by the time I get home, I've got about 4 hours of me time to do whatever I want. I was like, I kind of want to get a little bit more. So I've been going to the gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday after work. And did I skip yesterday? Absolutely, because it was Friday and I didn't feel like it. So, but I say all that to say, I've been going to the gym and I got myself a little weight scale, that connects to my phone, which is pretty cool. And before I started going to the gym, I was 298. 298, ladies and gentlemen. I was 2 pounds away from the 300. And the people that I've told that to are shocked. They're shocked. They say, dude, you do not look 300. I mean, you look big, but you don't look 300. I said, brother, I'm not playing no smoke and mirrors on you, brother. I'm basically 300 pounds, man. And people are shocked. Yeah, people are like, dude, you just don't look like it. I don't think I look like it either. I'm not saying I look slim. I am, God built me like a donut hole. All right? But I too agree, I don't really feel like I look like I'm 300 pounds. But that's what it is. You know, I just wear it really well. A lot of my fat is in places where I can hide it. Which is just a sad thing to say. But yeah, so I was 298 something, you know, before I started going. And for those of you who tuned into episode 2, you will know that I was very sick for like a good week and a half, maybe a week ago. So let's do a little bit of that math. A week ago, I was sick for a week and a half. Add that up and show me your numbers. So I wasn't going to the gym. I wasn't even going to work. It was like the first time I ever had to use PTO, because I don't have any family down here in Florida. I've got no family down here, so like, what am I going to use PTO for, you know? So it was like the first time I used PTO, and I obviously wasn't going to the gym. I kind of let the diet go a little bit. Not that I was or am on a diet. I don't believe in the sense like diet, like legitimate diets. I just believe in eating healthier. Is it the same thing basically? But when you say diet, sometimes it implies that you are following like a strict regimen, like the keto diet or the carnivore diet or the Barack Obama diet. I don't know, but I just was trying to eat healthy. Oh, I let that go when I was sick. Oh, I let that slide. I was eating so much noodles. I love noodles. I had noodles this morning for breakfast. Because I'm Sicilian, what can I say? And I had noodles, and yeah, I thought I'd gained all the weight back, you know? I can't remember how much I weighed before I got sick, but I was like, man, in my head, I was thinking, man, I bet I gained it all back, and I'm a loser, and, you know, I'm just a fat, you know, piece of garbage. And once I got done being sick and I started going back to work, I went to the gym a couple times. I thought to myself, you know what? You've just got to rip the Band-Aid. So one morning, I flushed out my system, and I got on the scale, and I weighed even less. That is a Charlotte... What? I messed that up. That is a Charlie in the Chocolate Factory moment. Sponsored by Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. Because I pulled the golden ticket out of a chocolate bar that I didn't even know I was going to eat. And when I got on that scale, I weighed even less. I weighed like 5 pounds less than I did before. Don't ask me how that worked, but I ain't gonna question it. All right, brother? I ain't gonna question it. And, yeah. Pretty awesome. I'm at like 283 now. So, I've lost like 10 pounds, or it's like something, 10, 8 numbers, pounds. I've lost like 15 or something pounds now since I started like 6 months ago, which is cool for like, which is a lot of weight for someone like me who isn't really bothering about the diet that much and is working out 3 times a week, you know? You know, and I still have my ice cream moments, you know? I'm a little pudgy boy with a sweet tooth, alright? Thought that was surprising. Very pleasantly surprised about that. Very, very happy. Something else that I'm happy about is, much like how people take melatonin to go to sleep, I watch episodes of Chris Hansen versus Predator to go to sleep. Nothing gives me that much peace of mind knowing that those sick monsters are in jail. I love watching Hansen versus Predator and Dateline NBC. It just puts me right to sleep. It helps me remember that life is good knowing that these just sick people are going to jail. I love Chris Hansen. I could not tell you how many episodes of Chris Hansen I've watched by now. And I've rewatched all of them like at least 3 times, 4 times. I love it. I love watching pedophiles go to jail. I love watching pedophiles get locked up forever. I don't care what they did. They even thought about it. Lock them up. Lock that brother up. Ow. There's every episode there's a moment where Lars just attacks me and I just go, ah. And that just happened right now. Matter of fact. Let me take another sip. Whew. That'll put a couple pieces of wood on the fireplace right there, brother. But yeah, I love Chris Hansen. I love watching, like, the funniest part about, like, the Chris Hansen versus Predator and all that stuff is none of these predators and pedophiles are, like, ever in good shape, really. Like, they're usually, like, fat nerds who just stay online talking to 12-year-old kids. Which makes it even funnier because the police, like, everyone there, like, that is such, like, a collective unit. Like, everyone that's a part of that operation is just so passionate. Like, the police, the camera crew, Chris Hansen, the decoys, everything. They're all there just so motivated to take this loser down. And I think that's incredible because the funniest part is, right, all of these monsters are all just like fat nerd losers. And when, you know, so Chris Hansen does a spiel like, "Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC and we are doing a story on blah 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 blah." And then the Predator asks like, "Okay, can I leave?" And Chris Hansen goes, yes, you can leave right out that door. And then sometimes the Predator will ask, am I, or like, they'll ask like, am I gonna go to jail? Am I gonna get arrested? And Chris hits him with that line. He hits him with the golden rule. He hits him with the best moment of every episode. He goes, "That's not up to me." Oh. That is the cherry on top. They go,
Am I gonna get arrested?
that's not up to me. Amazing. Amazing, because the Predator's face after that, they're all scared and they're crying and they're sweaty and they're stupid and they're a loser, and they go out into the garage and it's this unintimidating fat gamer that tried to hook up with this kid, and the police come in and just absolutely tackle him. One episode, the police had an officer in a ghillie suit. If you don't know what a ghillie suit is, that's that full body suit that looks like it's all grass and you can lay down and hide. They had a ghillie suit for this fat neckbeard gamer loser that tried to get with some kid, and they had this cop in a ghillie suit come out of the brush and just Chicago Blackhawks body him, just absolutely tackle him. It's not like the Predator's gonna run away. He's gonna get winded after 5 steps. Oh, it's just beautiful. It's just so good. I love it so much. And they're all crying and they're like, I didn't mean to. Like, man, shut up, dude. Go to jail. Go to jail, you monster. Gosh. I just love watching them get put in their place. I love it. I love it so much. It helps me go to sleep at night. I'm currently watching Lars play with 8 Q-tips at one time, so I'm excited to clean those up later. But yeah, I just love Chris Hansen and that whole operation. It's just great. It is just great. One episode, the Predator, again, not in the best shape, kind of looked like a vase. The Predator tried to run, but the Predator took a single step and 2 cops tasered him at the same time. Oh, it's just amazing. I love it. Just watching monsters get put in their place. Absolute monster. Just absolute monsters. Evil, evil people just get put in their place. I love it. I love it. I love it. Something that I also love is being able to see. I think I'm not the only one with that opinion. I love being able to see. I'm a man with I wear contacts. If I wore glasses, I just don't look good in glasses. I've had maybe 2 people in my life say hey man, you look really good with sunglasses, girls and stuff. I'm like, dude, I don't care. I don't care. I hate myself in glasses. I hate it. I love contacts. Contacts are one of the best inventions. The only best invention above contacts would just be something that just fixes my sight, which would be cool. I guess that's like LASIK surgery. I don't know. My eyes aren't that bad. But I want everyone listening at home to stop whatever you're doing and participate in what I'm about to say. I want you to stop what you're doing, stand still or sit still, and I want you to yourself count how many eyes you have. Okay? I'll give you a moment while I sip this hitter. Okay, how many eyes do you have? All right, guys, are you ready? Let's say it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, 2. Okay, right? 2 eyes. Most of us have. The less fortunate have 1, and the more fortunate perhaps have 3 after a little bit of ayahuasca. Most of us have 2. right? You would think so. Okay? I went to the eye doctor, like, this had to have been a year ago. And this was my first eye doctor appointment here in Florida. I've been living here for almost 3 years now. This would have been my first eye appointment in Florida. Usually back at home, I go to the Sam's Club, right? And they have all my parents' accounts and the family account. There's no question. The insurance is already there. Papa gets to just chill. Let his parents do all the work for that one. Okay? I'm a big boy now, though. I got my own apartment, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a big boy. So I go to this eye doctor's, and where do I go? Walmart. Duh. Where else would you go? And when I get there, it's the same usual rigmarole, would you like to schedule an appointment, blah, 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 what's your name, what's your favorite color, what type of women do you like? I say bigger women, they said okay, and then I go back with the doctor. And I do all these tests, and which one looks better, this or that one? Which one looks better, this or that one? Who's more attractive, Ryan Gosling or Jake Gyllenhaal? Jake Gyllenhaal, right? So just the back and forth, and at the end of it, I'm not super confident because the doctor that I had, she just made me nervous, man. She just made me nervous. I don't know. She was just shy. A doctor shouldn't be shy. A doctor should either be like confident or like loud confident or quiet confident. She was just shy. She was just kind of like scared. I said, "Come on, what's going on here? I'm trusting you. I got to be able to see after this." So by the end of it, I'm kind of like, well, I guess let's see what happens now. Thanks, Lars. Lars is tearing apart some boxes. Lars. Awesome. But yeah, I'm not super confident in it, Not super happy. And by the end of it, I go to the front desk to get my prescription. You guys won't believe this. Lars. No. Cardboard boxes are for cockroaches, not you. Gosh. Whatever. Yeah. I get to the front desk. And you guys remember that game that we were playing at the beginning? How many eyes do we have? 2? The lady at the front desk hands me 3 pieces of paper. I'm no doctor, but I've had 2 eyes for a long time. Okay? Why the heck was I just handed 3 pieces of paper? 3? I look at the lady at the desk. I said, "Ma'am, what is the meaning of all of this? Why am I handed 3 pieces of paper right now? I got 2 of them. I got 2 of these guys, and I have 3 pieces of paper in my hand." She goes, "Oh, I can ask the doctor if you'd like me to." I said, "Bring her out, because I'm starting to worry. Your boy's starting to sweat." Yeah, Lars is just, wow, he gets that from his daddy. The doctor comes out, and I go, "Hey, doctor, what's up with this? What's going on, eh? Why do I have 3 pieces of paper in my hand?" Okay. And the doctor says, "You guys will not believe this." She's wearing a white lab coat, so she's official. She's got a badge. She has a pen. She has hair. I don't know. She's a doctor for sure. This wasn't some, Shlobo Joe that they picked up outside. She said to me with a straight face, looking right into my two eyes, Dos Ojos, she said, well, I couldn't figure out which one was best for your right eye, so you're just going to have to pick. What? What? Well, what on earth do you mean? That is your job. That is literally your job. I did not come here to play bingo with my eyes, okay? Lars just turned on the car battery. I don't understand. My gosh, that cat, I wouldn't be surprised if Lars knew how to hold a spoon next week. I need to have like the laser pointer over here so I can just direct him out. That's a good idea. I should do that, but I don't want to get up. Gosh. But yeah. That is your job. Yeah? She said, I couldn't figure out which was best for your right eye, so I gave you two and use which one is better. Dude, I was just speechless. I was like, what am I supposed to do with that? I don't know which one's better. Like, I can use context clues, and I could tell you it's not going to be a huge difference. If you couldn't settle on one, then obviously these are both very similar. How in Poseidon's little itty-bitty toes am I supposed to figure out which one is better for my right eye? And she hands me the prescription for the left eye, and then she hands me two separate bags of contacts for my right eye and said, just go back and forth and figure out which one is better. Are you joking? That's why I came here. I came here for you to do that for me. I came here for you to do that for me. That is your job. Because I'm going to go, because I don't necessarily love putting contacts in. It's not a very fun thing to do. It can get kind of annoying. You're telling me I've got to have a circus with these brothers and just keep putting them in and see which one's better? Oh my gosh. I was like, dude, are you kidding me? I think I said to her, really? She was like, yeah. All right. Sounds good, dude. So I did it, and, I went home with them, and I tried them out. I mean, I settled on one, but I don't know if it was better, because the difference was just so minuscule, right? And I remember after I was sitting in the waiting room to finish up some paperwork, and I don't know who asked me. It was, like, one of the employees there. They asked me, like, how is everything? And this is exactly how this conversation went. They were like, how did it go? Well, whatever. I was like, yeah, good. I understand that I'm not supposed to, see perfectly, because I don't know. And the employee goes, no, you are. And I look at her, and she's just kind of got that face like, uh-oh. And I'm just like, yeah, dude, this doctor that you're working for sucks. She sucks. That was just so bad. The eye doctor has given me a lot of issues. I went to the eye doctor like 5 hours before I was supposed to go on a date with this girl. And me and this girl had been texting a lot, and this was like a date. This was like our first date after like a good 6 months of not talking to each other. So it was kind of like a you know, hey, I kind of want to try this again kind of date from both of our sides. And I got my eyes dilated like 5 hours before that, which I didn't think was going to be a problem. And I couldn't see anything. I did not know that was a symptom. Should I have known? Yeah. Probably. But I didn't. I never got my eyes dilated. And I just didn't know. So when I got my eyes dilated and I went back home, Lars, get off my pants. When I got home, obviously I couldn't, like, everything was blurry, right? So I couldn't see my phone. Like, I couldn't see what was on my phone. But, like, I had planned with this girl, like, hey, at this time, I'll come pick you up. We'll figure it out from there. We'll figure out where we want to go eat, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. At this time, I'm going to pick you up. I thought that was good enough. Good enough information to make this happen. I was clearly wrong, because as I'm still not able to see, can't see my phone, can't see any texts. I can see the time because the clock is bigger, but I could not see, like, I couldn't read a text if one were to be sent my way. So it's getting closer to the time where I have to leave to go pick her up, and I get a text from her. And the text says, you know what, never mind, you haven't texted me today, and I don't even know what your plans are, but just forget about it, blah, blah, blah. Ma'am, I cannot see anything right now. I cannot see the difference between a 3-pronged fork and a 4-pronged fork right now. I cannot see texts, but I get this text from her, and it says that. I should have texted her, like a couple hours prior, but again, I could not see, so I just thought, hey, the plans that we set yesterday, I'm guessing they're still on, so I guess I don't need to worry about shooting her a text saying, hey, 3 more hours left, hey, 2 more hours, hey, 1 more hour left. I didn't think that was necessary. Did not think that was necessary. Where's that in the handbook of the love life of Celestino? Nowhere. You know what was in the handbook of Celestino's love life? Blindness. Not being able to see texts. So I get this text and Siri reads it back to me, which was even more condescending. It was like, from first name, last name, forget about it, you cannot text me prior to the date. I do not know what your plans are. Never mind, don't come pick me up. You fat loser, go back to watching Chris Hansen and Dateline NBC. Would you like to send a message? Yeah, can you record me crying? Can you record me being... What's a big word? Could you record me being upset? Siri? Can you do that, Siri? Can you record that? Because if you can, let's do it. Yeah, I was like, well, I guess that one's done. All because I decided to get my eyes dilated today. That could have been cool. That could have been something. She seemed promising. Nope. No Chili's then. Because that's where I was planning on taking her. She loved Chili's. So yeah, that's cool. Not. That's awesome. So, yeah. I have a lot of bad date stories. A lot is a strong word. I have a good handful of bad date stories. I've been on more bad dates than I have good dates. So maybe I'll sprinkle those in throughout this podcast, throughout this show. Only thing is, if some of them are still pretty raw, pretty fresh. So I don't know if that young, lovely lady or ladies will be hearing this. But the one I just told, I can say with a high degree of certainty that she will not hear this. So, and if she does, oh well. Lars is here. Say hi to Lars. Say hi, Lars. Good boy. Go. Go pee on yourself. Whew. Yep. In the opposite direction of going on dates with women, we find ourselves at video games. Makes sense? My favorite game of all time is probably Overwatch. I love Overwatch. I know I have listeners that have no idea what that is, but just bear with me because I love Overwatch. Pokemon. Now, if you know me, you would say I almost said gay. Freudian slip? I think not. Some people would say, "Oh, Celestino, I thought Pokemon was your favorite game." No. Pokemon's my favorite thing ever. Okay, Pokemon is my favorite idea, item, thing, universe ever. My favorite game is Overwatch. The Pokemon games are bad, and you would know that if you listen to episode 3 of the Something Cafe. Overwatch is a competitive online multiplayer game that most of the gaming community hates. Most of the gaming community hates Overwatch. And I don't know what it is, but I love Overwatch. I love that game so much. It's not nostalgia, because I haven't been playing it long enough for nostalgia to play a big part. Because nostalgia implies that there was a pause, a very large pause in enjoying something, and when you come back to it, you remember all the old memories. No, Overwatch has been a constant thing, and I just started playing it for the first time again yesterday. And that was after, I don't think I played Overwatch in probably a good year, which is a lot. That's a lot of time for something that I can like spend 10 minutes on, Again, a year ago would have been when around the time I graduated. I wouldn't have any time for video games at that point, So, plus, enjoying a game. If anyone plays games that's listening, you understand this. It kind of comes in waves. I find, right? You'll be really into a game or whatever, and you'll be really into it for like a good 4 or 5 months, and then maybe, you kind of get bored of it and you take a break, and then when you come back to it, like, you get back into it. That's what happens to me in Overwatch. I've come back to Overwatch. It's called Overwatch 2 now. Very creative. Yeah, dude, I started playing it when I was in 7th grade. I couldn't even tell you. I think 7th grade was 2016 was 7th grade. Yeah, 2016 was 7th grade. And it is 2024 now. So 16, so 8 years since I've been playing Overwatch. I started playing it on the Xbox One, with all my friends. Man, I freaking miss those days, man. I miss those days, man. You would go to school. At that time, school mattered, but we're looking back on it now, it's just like, man, that stuff just was... I was in 7th grade. Like, what... it wasn't like I was going for scholarships at that time. And when we get home from track practice, we would all go to our houses and we would get on Xbox and log in. We'd all get in a voice chat and just hop on Overwatch. And we would just play on the Xbox. Man, gosh, that puts a good feeling in that puts a good feeling in my chest, man. Thinking about that. Me and all my best friends playing that, getting competitive, you know, because it is titled as a competitive online game. You can play casually, but come on, why play casually when you can play competitively? What's the difference? There's certain game modes, right? So for someone who doesn't really know video games, if that's you right now, I kind of explain it like this, right? Like if you're playing paintball, right? There's a couple game modes you can play, right? You can do the free-for-all, where it's everybody versus everybody, and the last man standing wins. You could do capture the flag, where you have teams and you have to get the other team's flag, whatever. Game modes like that. And in Overwatch, there are different game modes, and one of them is just normal, what we call quick play, and it's one match. The teams don't ever switch sides, and that's it. And it's just for fun, and you level up and you get better, and it's a lot of fun. But competitive, oh mama, that's where the sauce is at. It's like a multi-match, multi-round game where it's two teams, it's 5 people on each team, and you go back and forth. So you'll play one whole match, and it's not over yet. Now that team has 1 point, or your team has 1 point, and then you and that team switch, and now maybe you're defending now, and they're attacking. And Overwatch, it's a hero-based game where every character you have like 25 characters to pick from, and they all do their own unique things. There isn't a character that's better or worse than the other one. It all depends on the situation, right? Like, why would you, again, the paintball example, why, if you were trying to hit someone from a long distance, why would you use a shotgun, right? That would make 0 sense. You would use like a rifle, right? If you were close distance, why would you use a big, long-barreled, like, sniper? You would use a shotgun or a pistol, right? Same thing with Overwatch. Every character does something different. There's healers, tanks. I mean, it's awesome. And again, Overwatch is pretty much hated by the gaming community, and I get it. Like, I understand why, but I just have a sweet spot for it, man. I freaking love it. I love it, and I really like what they've done with Overwatch too. It's a lot of fun, and I just got back into it yesterday. I'm excited to play it, man. It's kind of, I don't let myself play video games like that, because I'm a really anxious guy, and anxiety is going to be a big topic, just as this show goes on, because I have a very hard time with it. I was diagnosed with clinical depression. It's not anything situational. Situational depression is very different than clinical depression. Situational depression is depression because of a certain situation, and clinical is you were always depressed. It is a constant state, and I have that. I have it pretty bad. I do. I don't look like it, but I do. And one of the things that really hurts my depression is I have a hard time letting myself enjoy things because I feel like it's a waste of time. There are multiple sides to that, right? One person could say any second on a video game is a waste of time. And objectively, they are correct, right? Looking at it from an objective standpoint, that statement is true. But couldn't you say that about a lot of things that are centered around leisure? That same person goes home and watches Netflix for 4 hours. Right? Right? Now, there's no need to judge what people enjoy. I'm not saying that person shouldn't go home and watch Netflix. But these are the same people that spend that much time doing something else that is leisure-based. I'm not addicted to video games. There's a difference, right? You know? Like, I played some Overwatch this morning. It's a Saturday morning. Feel like, I am 21. I'm still technically, a lot of people still call me a kid. But feel like a kid, and you wake up Saturday morning and play some video games. It's a nice fuzzy feeling, especially when you have your own apartment like I do. You run it, and you wake up in the morning, and I'm in my underwear. I've got a shirt on, and I sit down. I play some games. I enjoy that time. I enjoy the fact that I can do this. And I called my mom and said hi to her, and like I do every day, and it was just a good morning. It was a good morning, and sure, you could say it's a waste of time. I don't think it's a waste of time. I really enjoy it. It's something that I enjoy. It would be a waste of time if I spent more than half my day on it, though, right? We can understand that difference, right? That's when it is a problem. I 100% agree. That's when the leisure thing kind of leaves the argument, right? That's when the leisure thing kind of exits the chat. Because at that point, it's not leisure, it's an addiction, or it's an escape from responsibility. An escape in general is a very good thing. That's not the same as an escape from responsibility. That's a very different thing. And that's when it becomes a problem, is if that's all you do with your time. That's when it's a waste. That's when it's a waste of time. Unless you are a pro gamer, which is a funny thing to say, it sounds stupid, but those are real. There are people out there are skinny, fat nerds that play games professionally and make a lot of money, right? Then it's not a waste. That's their career. They're practicing, right? You cannot say that instance is a waste of time, because that's literally how they make money, and they make more money than probably you or I ever will. But no, if it's not professional, and that's basically all the cases of it, then yeah, it is a waste of time. Same thing like if someone were to spend all their time watching TV, that's a waste of time. But if it's for... There's nothing wrong with spending a good amount of time on stuff like that. Even I would argue, even if it did breach the hours of maybe an addiction for just like one day. If it's not a reoccurring thing, then I don't think it's a problem. Maybe that person, maybe I'll have a Saturday where I just do not have anything to do. Maybe I'm sick, right? Maybe it's really, like, the weather's really bad. Then I'm just going to sit down. I'm going to play Overwatch for like 8 hours straight. Because if I can't leave my house or I'm sick really bad, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, right? But look, it's when you're healthy and, well, not healthy, but, it's when you're able-bodied and you have other things that you can do and you choose to spend that much time. That's when it's a problem. But I love Overwatch, man. It's a really fun game. The new season starts in 3 days, so when that comes out, I'm going to buy the battle pass for it. I can do that now because I have my own money, which has been a really fun, not fun thing. I don't abuse it. I'm still very mindful, even though it is my own money, I don't really have the mindset of I can buy whatever I want because it's mine. I'd be lying to say I haven't done that a couple times, but come on, I'm human. Come on. The new set of Pokemon cards comes out. I mean, come on, dude. My wallet's coming out, brother. My wallet's coming out of hibernation. I'm telling you that right now. I love Pokemon cards. I do. I'm bringing up every episode, but I do. Why do I love Pokemon cards specifically? I don't know, dude. they're just a bunch of pieces of nice cardboard with cool designs on them, but there's something special about it to me. Something really special about it to me, and I don't really spend my money on a lot of things that are for leisure. Most of my money goes to food. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Most of my money goes to food, and this is of course after like rent and stuff like that. I mean, objectively, all like the most of my money goes to utilities and like reoccurring things like rent and stuff like that. Duh. But second would definitely be food. Just not that I'm overspending, but because I don't buy that much outside of that, it just happens to be the second one. The third would probably be kratom tea, right? I don't drink it at work or anything like that. I don't drink it before work or anything like that. I just when I get done with work, and I've actually been being a lot more mindful about my spending with that. It's a very important thing to me. It helps me get to a point, like emotion wise, where I'm more productive and optimistic than I usually am, and I've been doing a lot of math and figuring out how I can spend less, and I actually did it, and I found a way that I could, and I'm very happy with that. And then everything else, just like things here and there, game stuff, Pokemon cards, energy drinks for work, stuff like that. Yeah, I love caffeine. Like, I love energy drinks, but I'm not really addicted to them. Like I know a lot of people that have like 3 energy drinks a day. Like I'll be drinking an energy drink, and I only drink the 0-calorie ones. I don't ever drink ones with more than like 30 calories in it, because what's the point? I'm drinking it for the energy, not the taste. But I'll be drinking an energy drink, and I'll be around you know those kind of people that just, they see you doing something and there's just something in them that just has to be like, did you know that if you have more than 2 of those a day, you can have, like your balls will fall off? Man, shut up. Stop talking. I don't care. Did I ask? Did I inquire? Did I want you to talk? No. You'll be minding your own business, and someone will be like, actually, that's very unhealthy. Did you know that the company killed birds? I'm like, man, I don't care. I don't care, dude. I don't. I'm tired. I want some energy. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Because people assume that I'm like a junkie for it. No, dude, I have no more than 1 energy drink at least per day. And it's not because I'm trying to be conscious about it. It's because I can't. I physically can't. More than 1 is just way too much. And then I just feel sick. I feel gross. It doesn't feel good in my little tummy. But the people just button their noses, man. Just like, I'll be... Like, I meal prep for work, and this is probably why I lost the most of the weight. I air fry 1 chicken breast and 1 potato every night before work, and I eat that only at lunch. It's very bland, boring food, but it's healthy, and it's great. It's healthy, and it's got protein, whatever. And then, like, the one time, maybe on a Friday, I'll want to treat myself and be like, you know what? They have a pasta bar right now, and Papa wants some pasta. Papa wants some pasta. So I go and I get myself some pasta, and I come back, and they're like, did you know that actually that's a lot of pasta, and that actually that specific sauce can you just close your mouth forever? can you just go eat some glue? Eat glue. Literally eat glue. Why are you talking to me about this? I'd rather talk about my fear of women than why this pasta sauce is going to hurt me. Okay? I don't care. Okay? I don't care. Papa doesn't care. It's none of your business. Really, it's none of your business. Man, I can't stand people like that. I can't, dude. It's like, dude, I've already got my own problems. I'm already self-conscious about my body. Now you're over here like, did you know that, man, shut up, dude. Mind your own business, man. I didn't ask for your opinion. Let me watch my anime at lunch. Okay? Let me watch my anime like a grown man and eat my freaking pasta. Was it $13? Yeah. Heck yeah, it was. Because I put a lot on my plate. And I don't care. It's Friday, dude. Let me watch Naruto, man. Let me chill out, man. Gosh. Speaking of anime, this podcast has just become me talking about everything that will keep me from getting a girlfriend. That's the theme. That is the theme. I love anime. I've been watching Naruto right now. I'm about 150 something episodes in. Every episode is about 18 to 20 minutes. My favorite anime of all time is probably Chainsaw Man. Awesome anime. That anime is freaking awesome. Man, the creator of that should just be proud, man. Chainsaw Man is incredible. When you hear something like Chainsaw Man, it sounds very juvenile. Like, oh, what? It's just like some dude with the chainsaw? No, it is quite the opposite. I'm not going to give any spoilers, okay? I'm just going to let you guys know I'm not going to spoil Chainsaw Man right now. There's only one season out right now. It's incredible, but basically, this is all in the first episode. The main character, you follow the named character whose name is Denji. And Denji is basically like an orphan. He has to eat leaves and stuff for food, and he picks up the dirty work. And in this world, there are demons that exist in this world. And there is a demon, like, for every item, which is kind of funny. Like, some demons are just really big, scary, very powerful demons. And then, like for example, like, you could have, like, the scissors, the scissors demon. There is only one demon of scissors. Like, there's one demon for every single item in the entire world. And it's not like they live anywhere specific. It's just, they're just in the world. Like, the scissors demon would be very dangerous, right? Like, think about it, scissors, cutting, blades. But then there's also like the fart demon, right? Like, that's not a real demon in the show, but like that's just an example of like a demon that's just kind of stupid and silly and funny. Denji saves a demon. Denji saves the chainsaw demon, which is the demon itself is a little orange puppy. The tail is the ripcord, and there's a chainsaw coming out of its forehead. Well, Denji saves the chainsaw demon just because he's a good guy, because the chainsaw demon was like starving or something, and then the chainsaw demon teamed up with Denji, and now Denji is a demon bounty hunter, and he does odd jobs for organizations to kill demons, right? Like a bounty hunter. But then, kind of spoilery for again, this all happens in the first episode, but one day Denji gets a job from this big mobster guy, go kill, there's this lowly demon in this warehouse, whatever, go kill it, I'll give you money. So Denji goes there with the chainsaw demon, and it turns out that actually, no, they're devils. Sorry, there's a lot of animes. There's one anime where it's all about this devil and that devil and this demon and that demon. Actually, in Chainsaw Man, they're all devils. The chainsaw devil. He goes to his warehouse, and it's supposed to be this easy job, and it turns out to be the zombie devil, which is like this huge entity that can control, like it's a giant. It's terrifying. And Denji gets cut up in like 400 pieces and gets thrown into a dumpster. And when I was watching that, I was like, well, that was kind of quick for the main character to go. First episode. But what happens is the chainsaw devil saves Denji's life by basically merging his life force in his body with what was left of Denji's body, basically, and they merged into one. So now Denji is alive again, but the chainsaw devil lives inside of him. So cool, dude. Oh, what a cool show. What a freaking cool show, dude. And now Denji wakes up in the dumpster. He's like, oh man, like what happened? Non desu ka? Daijoubu? And he looks down at his chest, and the ripcord is in his chest now. There's just a cord dangling. And he's like, man, like, Nande, like, what is this? And he rips it, and a chainsaw comes out of his forehead and then in between the fingers like this. And you can just imagine what happens next. He just kicks devil booty. And that's where it goes on. And it goes on from there. And he teams up with the government to do higher grade missions, and he goes from a starving orphan vagabond to like a very powerful agent, but still, because the chainsaw devil, which was a dog, still like lives inside of him now. He kind of has like dog tendencies. Like he eats really sloppily and gets really too excited about small things. It's just amazing. Gosh, I love a good creative property. Is that not just the coolest thing? I mean, how cool is that, man? To create something, to create an idea or a world and just do it so well that you have people loving it and devoting their own time to it and their money and their life. I mean, how cool is that, man? Someone comes up with something out of thin air, and then you have now created something that people can find comfort in. How much comfort can you find in a story about the chainsaw devil killing the zombie devil? A lot. You know, it doesn't sound like it, but it's a fun, awesome story to follow, and I think that's great. I think I heard it was an old teacher of mine. Shout out Mr. Milik. An old teacher of mine said something that stuck with me forever, and I could tell you right now that this dude does not remember even saying this. I don't even know if he remembers me. But my old teacher, Mr. Milik, said he taught history class, and we were in history class, and I don't know, we were talking about superheroes, and one of my friends, she was like, man, like, what's the deal with superheroes? They're just stupid. And Mr. Milik said this one thing that just stuck with me forever. He said, superheroes are something that people can identify with. A very scrawny kid who gets bullied a lot can go home after a school day of being called names and read a Spider-Man comic and instantly just feel like Spider-Man, because Spider-Man was also a nerd that got bullied. And that nerdy kid in the real life can look at that and think to himself, that could be me, or that is me. Or, look, he did it, I can too. I think that's beautiful. I don't know why that stuck with me so much, but I guess you know, if you've taken any theater class, the teacher will always once asked you that stupid question where they go, why do we watch movies? Or why do we listen to music? And no one has an answer because, I don't know, because we like it. Yeah, but why do you like it? I don't know. Him saying that explained that to me. Like that was the answer. It's that nerdy kid goes home and reads a Spider-Man comic and is instantly, rejuvenated because they look at Spider-Man and they see themselves in the Spider-Man, in the costume. If you don't think that's beautiful, then you're disabled, because I think that is. I think that's wonderful. And that someone can just make that out of thin air. You know what I mean? Like Pokemon. Like Pokemon is a huge part of my life. I'm looking around. I got a bunch of Pokemon crap. I just put up a Pokemon poster yesterday. Can I relate to the Pokemon? No, not at all. But, it's a big part of my life. And someone just created that. Like someone made that out of thin air. And now it's on my walls, fat kid in Florida. You know what I mean? I think that's beautiful. Here's something cool. We got our first viewer question. Our first viewer question, guys. Check that out. Check that out, guys. We got our first viewer question. If you don't know, you can leave viewer questions. I don't know if you can do it on Apple, but on Spotify, okay? While you're listening to this, if you're listening to this on Spotify, okay? Do this right now. If you're on the episode and you scroll down, you can leave a question. I don't know if you knew that. And I'm going to answer them on the next episodes, right? We got our first viewer question. This one is pretty controversial. Pretty unique question. I don't know who left it. It's all anonymous, the questions, but this one's a thinker, and I want you guys to participate with me on this. Just get ready. The question is Brittany the coolest person I've ever met? Okay. Brittany, that's a dumb question. Bad question. Just kidding. I think it's a great question. Let's think about it. Is Brittany the coolest person or maybe you've ever met? Which Brittany are they talking about? I don't know. Could it be the Brittany that was just on last week that most definitely left this comment just so I could say it on air? Probably not. It could not be. Could they be talking about Britney Spears? Could they be talking about Brittany Broski? Could they be talking about anybody named Brittany? Perhaps their lizard named Brittany. Yeah, they could. But I have an inkling suspicion. Okay? Sherlock Holmes right here. That it is the Brittany that was on the last episode, and she just left this to be funny. I will say Brittany is the coolest Brittany I've ever met. I can say that. Coolest person I've ever met? Brittany? No, you are not the coolest person I've ever met. Because have you met me? Just kidding. Have you met Lars? Huh? Have you met the guy from American Pickers? I know I have. Have you? Huh? Brittany, I think you are the coolest person. I think you are the coolest Brittany I've ever met. And we will leave it at that. That was the viewer question segment. I know. It's exciting stuff, really. I've gone through all of my topics on my topic sheet. But, man, what have I been doing recently, man? Just been going to work and playing Overwatch. And I remember... I was actually on like a competitive Overwatch team, like a legitimate one. But the validity of it is questionable because it was when I was in like 8th grade and I really wasn't that good. But because I was on that competitive Overwatch league team, I was like, oh yeah, like time to play with the best of them. But really, I think I was just the bench warmer. We never even played. We didn't play like a single game. We just had meetings and talked about nothing, which is so funny. But there was one time I made my dad sit down with me and watch the Overwatch League championships. Dad, I don't think he enjoyed it as much as I did, obviously. But Dad, I know you're listening right now. You should have prepared for that. That's your job as a dad. To sit down and enjoy the things that I enjoy that you definitely do not enjoy, like Overwatch. I sat my dad down. I was like, Dad, come on, please, like watch it with me. We can put it up on the big screen and it's gonna be cool. Dude, he had no idea what was going on. Like, Overwatch is a really complicated game, and if you don't know what's going on, then it's just nonsense to you. But I enjoyed it because my dad sat down with me to watch it with me, which was really nice of him. There was a beer in his hand the entire time, though, because that was probably the only thing that could take the edge off of having to be put through watching the Overwatch League championships. But I thought that was a really funny moment. I did the same thing to him when I had to get surgery on the bottoms of both of my feet. I was stuck in a recliner because I had the bottoms of both my feet completely cut off, like if you were to fillet a fish, because I had some tumor stuff going on, and I wanted to teach my dad how to play the Pokemon card game. It just ended up with him making fun of me for it, but that's a special moment, I guess. I got that close to him and to him playing that game with me that he was able to make fun of me for it. But that's good. Thanks, Dad. Yeah. What else, man? It's just been a pretty good week, honestly. I'm really excited to have another guest on. Maybe next episode I'll have another guest on. Or if you would like to be a guest, hit me up. No requirements. I hope I try to make sure all of my guests maybe do something unique, or they do something like they have something that they do mainly, like art or a career that's cool. I don't know, whatever. I'll probably have Lars on next week, to be honest with you. Yeah. Some other anime that I've watched. I'm watching Naruto right now. Chainsaw Man. I just added 2 new anime to my watch list, which means I haven't watched them yet, but they're going to be the ones I watch next when I'm done with Naruto. Zom 100, which is like a zombie anime, and Solo Leveling, which is a newer anime that people are really liking. Other anime, Jujutsu Kaisen, pretty awesome anime. I still have to watch One Piece, and One Piece has over 1,000 episodes, so that's kind of going to be a deep hole to dive in. What else? Attack on Titan. That is a perfect anime. That is a perfect show. You don't even have to. You could hate anime and love Attack on Titan. I think Attack on Titan is one of the only instances in visual media that is perfect from start to end. There is not a single miss of an episode in that entire show. That is a great show. It's incredible. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're a blue-collar worker. You go home and light yourself up a stogie and have some bratwurst. I know you'll enjoy Attack on Titan. That is an awesome show. What else do I watch? I watched Mob Psycho 100. That was a fun one. It was actually like the first kind of funny anime that I've watched. It was serious at parts, but it was pretty funny. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, that was an incredible one. Very good anime, amazing from start to finish. It had a great ending. The Promised Neverland, great anime, but the ending was probably the worst ending I've seen in a show / movie in my life. They ruined it. It had, and I don't want to spoil anything in case you want to watch these, but I will spoil this, that the ending will make you want to jump in front of a train. It is so bad, and it does not do service to the show at whatsoever. The shirt I'm wearing right now, it's actually a sweatshirt of NFA. He has gone on to do interviews. He's a rapper. Actually, that's the poster of him right there, actually. See if I can point to him. Right, him. Boop, boop. He has gone on interviews saying that he doesn't like being called a Christian rapper, but he is a religious rapper. Like, he's a religious artist. He almost all of his songs have something to do with God or Christ, and I think that's pretty awesome. And his music is great too. Like, his music is awesome. It's not like, yeah, First Philippians, here's the verse, everybody loves Jesus Christ. You know, like, no, it's pretty incredible. And that's what I'm wearing right now. This is his logo, pretty creative logo. I got a new case for my AirPods. Pokeball. How cool is that? So it feels like I'm carrying a Pokeball everywhere I go. I got some, I've still got a lot of Pokemon cards to grade and sleeve. I'm not even done grading all of them yet, which means I have this app that I can, like, look up the Pokemon cards, find the exact one, and then I can add it to my digital collection. It tallies up all of the prices of each card. I won't say how much my collection is now, but I will say that I recently hit the 3,000 card line. I have over 3,000 Pokemon cards now, which is pretty cool, I guess. In some other news, let me stretch real quick. And let me stretch the other way. I can always stretch more on my right side than my left side. In other news, gaming news, so I know my older viewers will be excited about this. Disney. Check this out. Disney. You know what Disney is, come on. Don't play cute with me. You know what Disney is. You sly little monster. You little slug. You know what Disney is. You little fluffy little fluffer nugget. You know what Disney is. Disney had just the other day invested $1.5 billion. I believe they purchased $1.5 billion of stock in of Epic Games. $1.5 billion in Epic Games. What is Epic Games, you might ask? Epic Games is the owner and creator of Fortnite. You could be an 80-year-old man and know what Fortnite is because your grandchildren play it all the time. Fortnite is the most popular game, probably second to Minecraft, or Minecraft is second to Fortnite. Guys, if what's going on? Dude, if Disney buys Epic Games, then Disney's going to be in control of video games. In control of Fortnite. I don't even like Fortnite. I hate even saying the word Fortnite. It makes me cringe and makes my fingers prune, but I mean, it's just going to be another thing that Disney owns. Disney's already bought up all these huge franchises and whatever, and now Disney's dipping its little grubby little golden toes into the video game pool. What is that going to mean? You know, what's going to happen with that? Is Disney going to start doing games? Is Disney going to come out with a console? Right? Am I the only one that hates Disney? I don't like Disney. I just don't like it. I don't like anything Disney. I hate hearing the word Disney. Am I what's a good word? Am I stupid? But I just don't like Disney. I don't like that word. I don't like hearing about it. I don't know what it is. When I think of Disney, I just think of the stupid Mickey Mouse and stuff and Goofy and the castle. That's all I think about. I don't like Disney. I don't like Disneyland. I don't like Disney World. It's a waste of money. I don't like any of their movies. I don't like the whole magic around it. I don't. I think it's stupid. And Disney adults. Oh, that's a topic. Disney adults. If you're on the internet, you know what I'm talking about. When I say Disney adults, I'm not just talking about adults that enjoy Disney. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're an adult and you enjoy yourself some Disney, you might have some Disney things in your house. Brother, I've got Pokemon statues, okay? There is nothing wrong with that. Disney adults is another level. The previous example is just an adult that enjoys Disney. A Disney adult. That's a plague. When I say Disney adults, I'm talking about, and these are real videos, these are real people, of full-grown adults in their 30s and 40s going to Disney and crying when they see the mascot of Goofy because Goofy saved their life. Okay? What? Sorry, what? What was that? Goofy saved your life and you are on your knees crying to him? To some random dude in a giant mascot outfit and you're crying to him? You're a 40-year-old woman crying to Goofy? He saved your life? This is a real video that I saw the other day. I just don't like it. I don't like the fascination. Again, I'm not trying to tell people what and what not to like, but there's a difference, man. There's a difference. A Disney adult is just scary, man. In fact, when I'm on when I'm on the online dating app that I'm on, this might get me a couple haters. But when I'm perusing the online dating app that I'm on and I see the word Disney anywhere, I'm not even making this up. When I see the word Disney anywhere, it doesn't matter what she looks like or who she is. I hit the big X. I do. Does that make me a bad person? No, it doesn't. It does not make me a bad person because I don't care. She could be the nicest looking, big boned woman in the world. If she has the word Disney in her bio, I am pressing the X. And that's a true story. I don't like it. Because it's like their whole personality. I can't stand it. It's like all they want to talk about. It's like they wear Mickey Mouse ears everywhere they go. No. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you look like. No, thank you. No, thank you. I saw a girl one time. I was seeing this girl for just a little bit. She was a Disney adult, and I thought maybe this will be the exception. Nope. Nope. No thank you. I just don't like Disney. I don't know. I don't know if Disney killed my parents or whatnot. I don't know why. I just don't like it. And the Disney adults are even worse. So, Disney bought that much of stock in Epic Games. Epic Games owns Fortnite. Epic Games is huge. Disney, what's going on, guys? Is Disney really going to own Epic Games in the future? And we're going to have the Disney console and the Disney gaming. And I'm telling you right now, $10 on the table right now, that Disney will come out with Disney gaming in the next 5 years. Disney gaming. It'll be like a program or something that allows them to host games and for you to play them and whatever. And yeah, and then that means Disney's gonna have their, and you know, we're gonna have Mickey Mouse and Fortnite, you know. Like, how stupid is that, man? I mean, Fortnite has already put every single property into their game. Like, think of three movies right now. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Those characters are in Fortnite right now. Now we're gonna have Goofy running around with an AR-13 going I'll play Fortnite just to kill Mickey. I'll play Fortnite just to shut that mouse up. No, thank you. Yeah, man, Disney's gonna own Epic Games, man. I'm telling you that right now. That is probably what's gonna happen, and that is a world that's a world I'm just gonna have to live in. That is a world I am just going to have to live. That's a world we're all just going to have to live in. And I'm not too excited about that, guys. I'm really not. I don't really enjoy anything Disney now. Like the closest thing that I enjoy that's Disney is the Marvel movies. And I refuse to watch any movie that was made after Endgame. Call me a stubborn little fluffy rabbit, but anything after Endgame is just not good. It is just not Marvel. I just don't like it. Everything before, like that whole phase from Iron Man 1, which I think is a perfect movie, probably my favorite movie ever, to Endgame. Perfect. There were some movies that were better than others, right? But awesome. Anything after that, lame. Lame and boring, and might I even say forced, dude. It feels forced. A movie comes out for this superhero, and then next week they have their own show, which has 30 seasons, and you have to watch all those seasons if you want to watch the next big movie about Beetle Man, but Beetle Man and Squirrel Girl team up. And this show, and you have to watch that one, but you won't understand the show if you watch this other movie. Man, shut up, dude. Go back to when I can watch a Captain America movie and no other superhero joins in. Now you could say, well, Celestino, Captain America Civil War was literally every other superhero that joined in. Yeah, that's an exception. It was a great movie, and it made sense. The first Captain America, awesome. It was just him being awesome. But now it's just, oh my gosh, and Loki and all this stuff. Again, it's all Disney. I don't like it. It's just not good. It's not good. And this is coming from the guy who praises Pokemon. So, it has been an hour and a half now. Guess I could wrap. I'm gonna wrap it up now. I don't have any more topics. Yeah, leave your questions on Spotify. Again, tap the episode. And when you're looking at the episode as it's playing, scroll down, and you can leave your questions or comments or whatever you want me to read on the next episode. Something Cafe is on Apple Podcasts, is on YouTube, is on Spotify. And Something Cafe has an Instagram and a TikTok. Celestino, why should I go follow the TikTok and the Instagram? I don't know, mysterious person. You stuttered, and that's funny because you're a loser who can't finish a sentence, and because I post the highlight clips there of the funny moments and stuff like that. I'm going to post even more there. But yeah, Something Cafe is on all those things. I'm going to go to the cafe now and edit this up. I just want to thank you. Thank you for joining me here at the Something Cafe. My name has been Celestino Dooley, and see you all later or something.